Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay, Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Tuesday night, November the 26th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Hey everyone, and welcome. Welcome tonight. It's my focus night. It's focused because I can only go for 40 minutes. I'm not only doing an hour in my prayer hour, I'm actually doing 90 minutes today because I go from 12 to 1 a.m. Then the person that goes from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. is out of town. So I'm basically taking the first half, if that makes sense, from 1 to 1:30. And then the guy who usually comes at 2 is going to come half an hour early. So we're each doing 90 minutes to make up for that hour. So all to say, I'm going to have a lot of prayer time, a lot of reflection time tonight. So I'm going to be really focused. I'm going to talk about this game for the first 20 minutes. Then I'll let you talk about the Canucks in the game for the last 20 minutes. And then I got to get out of here. So moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know, then I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you. And I never, ever take you for granted. And I appreciate it when people gift memberships and get the donation train out of the station, like Mr. Adam Lee. So let's give some love to Adam Lee in the chat. Thank you, Adam. The $5 donation gets a franchise membership to Philly Tea for the next month. Great timing because of our members live stream on Thursday night. So once again, welcome Philly, and thank you to Adam. Let's give a welcome to Philly and a thank you to Adam in the chat. We got Hall of Fame member Justin Credible coming up on 4 years as a member. He's been there from the very start, day one. And Justin says, Kevin Blankinen, love it. Is a Vezina nomination still possible? Maybe not for Lankinen, but yeah, he's playing well. He's doing more than we expected him to. And yes, it will be tough to beat Hollingworth for a second straight year. But thank you, Justin, for being a member and a loyal member, and it's such a generous member for so long. Okay, let's get to the rest of my intro real quick. But thank you, Adam and Justin, for those early spots. And wow, before I get going, we got Harry. Good on Harry. Harry purchases his own franchise membership. So welcome to franchise membership, Harry. Let's give Harry some love in the chat. That is awesome. That is awesome that Harry doesn't wait to get gifted a membership. He just does it himself, which is awesome. So this, my friends, is how you can get involved tonight. Some of you are already doing some of these things. You can subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video. There are 56 watching in YouTube, another 35 or so watching on X. I'm not sure how many on Facebook, probably 0. But thanks to all of you who are watching. Make sure you like the stream, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that Canucks won 2-0, like the fact that Kevin Lankinen got a shutout, like the fact that Jake DeBrusk scored on in his return to Boston, and like the fact that we are continuing to build the best Canucks community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation like Elfin just did. I'll get to that in a second. You can gift a membership like, who did it right at the start? Someone did it right at the start. Who gifted a membership right at the start? Adam. Oh, sorry, Adam. You can buy your own membership like Harry just did. So everyone's doing these things today. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership messages like Justin just did. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And I want to give some love to Elfrin, Skytrain Elfrin, for his donation. So thank you to Skytrain Elfrin for the $5 donation. 2 huge eggs to bruise up Boston. DB, and Garley to get the job done. Boom, boom, bam. All those one-word expressive words, one-syllable expressive words. Thank you, Skytrain Alfred, for the donation. So you guys, you know what I like about tonight, especially? We have a donation, we have a gifted membership, we have a monthly membership message, and we have someone buying their own membership. So we actually have all four. The only thing we don't have tonight, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, is an upgrade. If we have someone upgrading their membership, either from franchise to Hall of Fame, more likely, or Hall of Fame to legend, less likely, then we'll actually have all five things. Because I know you guys subscribe, I know you like, but we're going to have a donation, a monthly membership message, a gift membership, an upgraded membership, and a buy your own membership, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if we've had all five, but regardless, I appreciate your generosity. Let's get into this game. Not a lot to get into. I actually so I rushed home. Oh, by the way, no, I'll give you my bowling update at the mid-show sponsor read, because I'm already talking about Canucks now, but it's a good update for once, at least for me, not necessarily for my team. But let's talk about the Canucks first. And I just published my goal review video already. I did that like 10 minutes before I came on here, because I don't want to do it at 1:45 when I get home from my prayer hour. And what was really cool is not super cool is a lot of it was obviously Kevin Lankinen highlights, because that's what happens when you shut out the Boston Bruins. So let's start with the two goals. Pretty easy to watch them on these goal visualizer. We know that the first one was a Canucks power play. Besser to Garland, Garland to Besser, Besser back up to Hughes. Hughes puts it towards the net, goes off Garland's stick/glove, and DeBrusk puts it in the empty net. So that's the first goal. And I made a point of saying on my goal review that it's very tough to see. Garland's holding a stick, and it basically goes, if Garland's holding a stick like this, and it hits him right here, right where the stick and the glove meet. So the stick wasn't a high stick, so they certainly weren't challenged for a high stick. They were actually challenged for, did the puck go off of Garland's glove? And if you watch the replay as many times as I have, it's so tough to say. You could make an argument that it hits the stick. You can make an argument that it hits the glove. You could make an argument that it hits the corner, right where the stick meets the glove. So check it out for yourself and see what you think. And then the other goal, pretty simple. Boston gets a really good chance. That's Marchand. That's Lindholm trying to score. Then Suter intercepts the McAvoy pass, gets it to Garland, and Garland scores into the empty net. A lot of people talking about that if Lindholm would have scored and made it 1-1, that it might have been called back, or the Canucks should have challenged for it, because it looked like Marchand provided some goalie interference on Lankinen, and that's probably the only way you're going to beat him. Look at the Boston outshot us 32-15, so not great. They out-faced-offed us. We scored 1 for 2 in the power play. They went 0 for 3, which is nice. We had a lot of hits, 59 hits between the two teams, pretty even. We had 26 block shots, so I'll get to that in a second. Actually, I'll get to that right now. So you might look at the shots 32-15 and say that Kevin Lankinen stole this game. You might say that if you just look at the box score and you see some of the pretty crazy saves that Lankinen made, that off the Pasternak breakaway, the scramble, and so on and so forth. But Thomas Strantz wrote a good article on The Athletic, and others were saying it wasn't that Lankinen stole this game outright. Sean just walked in. Sean, do you think Lankinen stole the game, or do you think the Canucks actually played pretty good D overall? Okay. Sean says a bit of both. Yeah. Thomas Strantz makes the point that the Canucks actually played pretty good defense as well. And it kind of felt like how the Canucks were, it kind of felt like how the Canucks won games at the end of last season when they established their identity. By the way, Harry just upgraded himself to Hall of Fame. So we did the trifecta, not the trifecta, the five-fecta. We had a donation. We had someone buying a new membership, which was Harry. Then we had someone upgrading the membership, which was also Harry. So Harry took care of 2 of the 5. We had a gift of membership from Adam, and we had a monthly membership from Justin. So we hit all 5 tonight. That calls for a goal horn, but certainly honoring that Harry is now a franchise member. A Hall of Fame member, which is perfect, Harry. That means you get to join our group Zoom chat this weekend, which is amazing. So once again, Harry, welcome to Hall of Fame membership. Harry goes from no membership to franchise for like 10 minutes. And he says, I want more than franchise. Hall of Fame member. That is awesome, Harry. Welcome. Let's give Harry some love in the chat. And once again, we hit all 5: donation, new membership, membership upgrade, membership gift, monthly membership message. Very, very cool stuff. What I was saying was the Canucks blocked a lot of shots. They played a lot like they played when they won last year. You look at the box score, and obviously there's only the Garland with the 2 points, goal and assist, Suter with the assist on the empty netter, DeBrusk with the goal, then Hughes with an assist. You look at the time on ice, low man was Baines 7-10. Yeah, the fourth line didn't get a lot because you do shorten your bench in the third period, so that it makes sense that Baines and Hoglander only had under 8 minutes, and Ratu had 9.5. I'm just looking at the shots: 3 for Garland, 3 for DeBrusk, and you had 2 blocks by Petey. That stands out. 3 blocks by Heinen. Very impressive. 9 hits from Joshua, 8 hits from Sherwood. So 2 guys combined for 17 hits, which is amazing. On D, what do we got? We got 4 block shots by Soucy, Jolson, and Myers. Pretty darn impressive. Hughes was the only defenseman that didn't block a shot, but you don't really want him blocking shots. You have Jolson with 4 hits, which was excellent. And then Kevin Blankinen making 32 saves for the shutout. Only one other game, Utah beating Montreal in overtime. So you look at the standings. I like this. Firstly, isn't it neat how for the Canucks, I'll get to your donation in a second, Adam. Thank you. They played 20 games and everyone around them has played 22. So that is very symmetrical or whatever it is. You guys know I love it when the Canucks have the games in hand as opposed to have played more games, and they have 2 fewer games. So if they win those 2 games outright, and one of them tomorrow night against Pittsburgh, although some of those teams will play tomorrow, but if you're just talking about the Canucks playing their games in hand to get to 22, if they win both outright, they're true second place in the division behind Vegas because they'll have 29 points in those 20 games. Vegas has 30, and that makes sense because the Canucks have the second best points percentage in their division. You look overall now in the entire league, the Canucks have shot up to 11th overall, which is great in terms of points. But in terms of points percentage, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 10th in terms of points percentage, just ahead of Calgary. So 11th, top third in the league, both in points. Well, yeah, basically straddling the top third in the league in points, and they are in the top third of the league in points percentage. Actually, I better get to Adam's donation. You guys are being very generous tonight. I'm always grateful. Adam with the $1.50 donation. Let's give Adam some love in the chat. And someone asked me what I thought about Brandstrom. What's really interesting? No, I don't think you go to Blanket and Rain. Even though he played well, it's very risky to go back to back. Even though he might say that he's playing awesome, but and he feels awesome, I should say. He's playing awesome. I don't think you go back to back with them because the travel is so minimal. It's so close, but it still is travel. That's why you have a second goaltender, and Sheloves needs another start. So I think you put Sheloves in the net tomorrow. One other thing I meant to show you, but I forgot to, is the ice time of the defenseman. And this is what's interesting. We know that the way the Canucks tweeted out the lines or the deep pairings, it was Hughes and Hronek, of course, Brandstrom and Myers, and then Soucy and Jolson. But when you look at the minutes, Brandstrom and Myers had the least amount of minutes, and actually Soucy and Jolson had more at 19 each, and then Myers had 19, and then Brandstrom only had 13. That's because 5-on-5, look at this. I know there are a few power plays, but 5-on-5, Brandstrom had the fewest number of shifts. So he still is fine. He had 3 block shots. And I think I'm not sure if Rick Tocchet is convinced that he's a second pairing defenseman. I think he wants Soucy to find his game, and he got back to 19.5 minutes tonight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow against Pittsburgh. I have no problem with Brandstrom's on the second pairing. I have no problem with Brandstrom's on the third pairing if that means that Soucy is playing well. Okay, let me tell you about my bowling. Then I'll do my mid-show sponsor read. Oh, sorry. One more donation to highlight. Thank you, Jay. Thank you very much, Jay. Franchise member Jay Bakod. I remember now. Bakod. Thank you. Wasn't it funny? Do you guys remember when I brought Jay on the members live stream and he was cracking up? I was cracking up. We were all cracking up. Thank you for the $1 donation, Jay. Appreciate it. Let's give Jay some love in the chat. I see Timmy Canuck is here. Welcome to you. Welcome to everyone. I will not address any more of those things. You guys can talk about in the chat, but I did speak about it. I did speak out about it. I addressed it yesterday, and that's all I'll address on my live stream. But Timmy Canuck is certainly welcome to talk about it, and you guys are welcome to interact with him about it as well. All right, bowling. It's one of those where I bowled well, but my team didn't. So I won 3 out of my 4 matches, and I won total pinfall. So those are all worth 2, right? Each match is out of 4 matches are worth 2, and then total is worth 2. So I got 8 points for my team, 8 out of 10. Our middle guy only got 2 because he won 1 game and lost total. And then unfortunately, our anchor got skunked. He only bowled okay, but who he's playing against was the #1 bowler in our league. It's my cousin Jordan, the one who he's the J of the JR Pro Shop. And Jordan bowled 1,000 total, which is 250 average, which is insane. Think my best is like 750 total for 4 games, which is a 180 average, which is good for me. He bowled $1,000. Sorry, he bowled 1,000 pins over 4 games, so that's 250 average, that's basically 8 perfect frames and then 2 spares. Like that's how good my cousin bowled tonight. So all to say, I won 8 points. Our middle guy won 2, and our anchor got blank. So we only won 10 out of 30 points. And then of the 4 games, we only won 1. The total is worth 4, right? The total pinfall for each game. So we only won 1 of the 4 games, and we didn't win total overall. So out of the team points, we only got 4. So 10 individual points, 4 team points. We lost tonight. We got hammered 36-14. So not the best. My games though were 188, 143, 161, 178, total of 670. Remember, my cousin got 1,000. I got 670, average of 168. So it wasn't bad. And in that first game, that 188, I got what's called a punch out. I got 3 strikes, a turkey in the 10th frame. I entered this little pot that we have. So I ended up winning $20 for doing so. So there we go. That is my bowling for the night. And perfect. I'm hitting my mid-show sponsor read 20 minutes in. So let's go with my mid-show sponsor read. And we always start my mid-show sponsor read by thanking my primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you do so. Thank you to Vessi Footwear. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who has purchased Canuck Clay merch. Please continue to shop the store and maybe make a purchase. I don't think there's a Boxing Day sale on there, but it's relatively cheap anyways. But check it out at canuckclay.threadless.com. Also, mid-show reminder to you that you can subscribe so you get active in the chat section. Like the video, and then we hit the next 5. You can leave a donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. We hit all 5 of those, so continue doing so, you guys. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Finally, our group Zoom chat for Legends and Hall of Fame members, of which Harry is one now, which is awesome. This Sunday night at 8:30, I will send the link out by email or on my community tab. Harry, I think I have it, but Harry, if you're still in the chat, make sure you email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. Again, that's canuckclay@gmail.com. So I have your email address just in case. But yes, that's for Legends and Hall of Fame members this Sunday. And then for the rest of this week, regular show tomorrow night, which will be a post-game show, Canucks versus the Penguins. And then I will do a member stream on Thursday night at 11 p.m. Okay, friends, I have 20 minutes for your questions. 20 minutes for your questions. So let me have them, or your comments on tonight's game as well. But yes, I do have to wrap up. Happy we got a shutout versus Bruins. Me too. Confirm Sheila starts tomorrow. No, Rick Tocchet usually doesn't talk about the next game after the game. It just would make sense because Friday's game is early. Remember, Friday's game is early against Detroit. Oh, I look like a potato again. Friday's game is early. And if that's the case, then it's only like 1.5 game days rest instead of 2. And whether Friday's Demko or Lankinen, I think it's going to be Shilov's tomorrow. Hey, Nation. I'm not sure if you're here. I addressed it yesterday. I don't think Timmy Canuck needs to be mute. No, I'm not gonna repeat it, Timmy. I've already said it once, and all I said was what Timmy has claimed that he knows. I also heard from someone else. It doesn't mean it's true. I reiterate, it doesn't mean it's true. But all I'm saying is Timmy is not the only one with his theory. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I hope Max Sasson gets in tomorrow. Yeah, Rick Tocchet was even. I think you could put Sasson in for Baines or Hoglander. Honestly, like he's just as effective right now. Tomorrow, Skytrain. Oh, you changed your name to Skytrain Alfred. That's amazing. What are the key points to keep in mind when the Canucks playing the Gold Pit? I think keep doing what they're doing. The Pittsburgh's got a lot of high-end talent, but not a lot of depth. So the Canucks are the better team on paper, and they should be on the ice as well. Miller's coming back as far as anyone's concerned. That is based on credible sources, the team, not someone who is playing. I know something you don't know. Patrick Alvin did address JT Miller's situation and a little bit today as well. Best memory from the 94 run. Ashish, it was the Canucks beating the Rangers in game 5 and 6, that iconic game in game 6 in Vancouver to send it back to Madison Square. And of course, Bure winning game 7 for us against Calgary in the first round for sure. Yeah, I think Blazers fan, the Canucks could use a little more of everything. I think every team could say that, but I would love a bit more oomph. We see that they're winning defensive games, or at least tonight was. But when Miller's out or when Besser was out, you can see that they could use a bit more in terms of scoring for sure. Hey, Chris, thank you. I appreciate that. Even though, I've Parker and I, as I mentioned last night, we've talked about this stream. We've talked about when things go haywire, and we think it's a StreamYard issue, actually. I think Sasson does play tomorrow, and I think Baines or Hoglander come out. Is Juracek a fit? It always depends on what we have to give up, and I agree with you, Rain, that I'm not sure if we have the pieces for that move, especially because they're going to want a lot. 2022 first round or 6 overall. Thanks, Harry. I'll check it out later. Yeah, no, it's fair. I think this is all civil. It's fine. But you're right, Fangirl, addressing Nation, who I like and respect. What he's doing is not against the chat rules. What I ask the moderators to do is delete anything that's disrespectful, racist, sexist, homophobic, or ableist, or swearing, of course. And but people can certainly express opinions. How they express them, that's up to them, and it's up to you if you want to believe them or not. And yes, Justin, thank you. I addressed it very quickly now, but I think that has been enough for sure. Is PD game better in general, or is it because JT isn't there, especially the speculated tension? I don't think it has anything to do with any tension between JT and PD. I think PD, as a smart, good, mature player, knows he has to step up when Miller's not there, and he has been doing so for sure. Sorry if I look like a potato, but as long as I told you that imu means potato in Japanese, right? So it's almost appropriate. For the goal, the ref said it wasn't a hand pass, even though it touched the glove because of deflection. Thank you, Michael. That clarity is good. I wish I had talked to you before I recorded my goal review. People calling the Pedersen line Depeche Mode. Oh, DeBrusque, Pedersen, and Sherwood. Depeche Mode. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like some of their music. What says you for a nickname? How about not our first line? No, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that yet. I'd have to give it some more thought. Not very good on the spot, Swervin Irvin. The Canucks played well enough. They played defensively sound. Both the Lankinen and the defense. And yeah, that team isn't good right now, that Boston team. Yes, right. Vernon Adams was traded for a few draft picks to Calgary. I think I stated on the stream last week that I would keep Nathan Rourke, and I thought the Lions would keep Nathan Rourke, and that's indeed what they did. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Vernon Adams class act for sure. The key for the game is that Canucks need to smuggle Marcus Pettersson in the team bus when they leave. That's true. That's true. We'll see how well that goes. Yes, the beer go from 94. When Miller comes back, you send Baines down. I think he's the next guy to go down, Harry. Yes, let's keep on enjoying the stream. Favorite chicken wings restaurant? I'm not a big chicken wings guy, so I'll just eat whatever's put in front of me for sure. Big Hog needs to start scoring. I'm hoping for more of a power play IQ forward. That's good on the wing. Okay. Friedman did say Miller will possibly be back during the homestand. Things are going great, Chris. Things are going great. I love Justin's attitude always. Let's just enjoy the community and the chat and stream, not engage in the same speculation every night. It's tiring until the team makes an official announcement themselves. Yes, friends, you can, Timmy's allowed to say what he wants, and you guys are free to block or ignore as well. Swervin Irvin says he can use the block button. Is there a sense of relief for not bringing back Lindholm or Zadorov given the current slump situation? Rain, yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of fans were calling it even when it was happening. I think with Lindholm especially, they're like, okay, he's getting old, 30 years old. He was fine in the playoffs for us, but he's not worth the money he wants. And I think that was the easy one. The Zadorov one was trickier, especially as Desharnais and Juleson and Forbert kind of stumbled out of the blocks as the team did. It's very easy to say, man, we missed what Zadorov could do. But I thought he wasn't very noticeable today until I think he had one scoring chance, right? And then he tried to rock Sherwood in the boards in the last couple of minutes of the game. But he's got a big contract as well. So it's easy to say it now, Rain. But I think even at the time, people were like, we can let them go for sure. I thought Besser was a little bit aggressive. Didn't he take 2 minor penalties? But he looked fine. Team were enjoying themselves. I like that. Hey, Harry, welcome to Hall of Fame membership. That is awesome. How did it feel for Jake DeBrusk scoring his former team? I sure it felt great. And if you guys were on my stream last night, I predicted 5-2, so I wasn't anywhere close to the score, but I did predict that Jake DeBrusk would score the first goal. Yes, Zadorov took Sherwood out in the corner. That's what they gave him for playing this. I know something. Oh, no, sorry. I'm trying not to highlight any of those comments. I'm letting you guys. So you're Japanese name Clay the Potato, and I'm Evil Twin Potato. That's exactly what you are. You're an Evil Twin Potato. Canucks have been better with Susie and Myers getting split up. Yeah, that's true. They've won 2. And Skytrain Alfred, would you say splitting Mizey and Susie improved the D? Yeah, but there were some weird combos again tonight. But you can't argue that with the fact that the Canucks have won 2 in a row. The 4-4s, not bad. 74, 40, and 44. I like that. Demko could play by the end of this road trip. He could be. Hey, Helen, I have a name suggestion for PD Sherwood DeBrusk. Toy Story line. Sherwood, Woody, DeBrusk is the Buzz, and PD is the alien. That's not bad, Helen. I think that should get some play. That's not bad at all. Sherwood just came from Nashville, cowboy hat. DeBrusk is streaky with his goals, lightning streak, alien PD. You've saved our lives. Wait, that's a bit of a, no, I would say that's a bit of a stretch. That was good. I like that, Helen. I like that. DPS, damage per second, damage return, points, hits, and defensive muckery. Wait, I like that too. I'm not sure if that's going to stick, but I like it. Oh, too good. Sherwood's next contract. Okay, I'll give you a quick take. Right now, he is 2 years, 1.5. I think he gets 4 times 3. How's that? He doubles it. How's that? 4 times 3? Riding shotgun with Jake. Montour from Seattle. I didn't really like him that much when he was in Calgary. How's he doing this year? I'd have to think a bit more about that one. If the NFL had a game in Vancouver but not the Seahawks, yes, I would. Absolutely. I enjoy NFL football. Bonus points if it's any guys on my fantasy team, but it doesn't matter. Yes, Bester almost had a bench miner. It could mean 3 miners for Bester today. I don't know if there's a video tribute inside the arena, but Boston Bruins Twitter put up a little welcome back Jake and Danton video. Other than Sasson drawing in possibly Sheila's, what other lineup changes? That's it. I don't see any other changes. Yeah, I agree that Besser looked fine. And interesting story came out that Tanner Jeannot reached out to Brock to apologize for the hit. I'm not going to the PWHL takeover because it's on a Wednesday night and I have to be at my church. Did Sherwood try to jinx swimming? Why? What did he do? Canucks haven't given up a 5-on-5 goal since they split up Susie and Myers. And Hronek has looked good. No questions about officiating. Are you saying you don't have any questions or you don't want any questions about officiating? Hey, Carol, nice to see you. Melander's going to get signed to the BU. Huge situation when they burn a year off. Yes, often they do that with a lot of their high-end prospects. Burn a year off gets them to their next contract sooner. The Forsman. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, for tomorrow, Pittsburgh, I'm going to go, I think we're going to score a lot. I'm going to go 4, I'm not just saying that. I'm going to go 4-2. 4-2, and I'm saying PD scores first tomorrow. Nation, Sherwood, I'd do it. But are you worried that he might not sign here after 2 years? Like after his next contract's done? It's only 2 years. It's up to you, though, of course. PTSD line, PD, PT, Sherwood, and DeBrus. Oh, that's not bad. I don't like to say PTSD, like out of respect for people who have it, but I hear what you're saying. I don't know about Forbert. Heinen's only still got another year. Both Heinen, Bluger, Sherwood, all their contracts expire after next year, and Garland. So I think it's too early to talk about that. Forbert is also 1 year. I think it's too early to say, Harry, for that. I want Willander to arrive. I can't wait so that the Canucks don't have to trade to get a young top 4D. Yeah, we'll see. He's having a great season right now. It'd be amazing if our right side ends up being it would be great if our top 4. Yeah, actually, the more I read about defensive Pettersson, I'm not sure if he's top 4 material. He might be third pairing potential. Kudryavtsev is the one who I'm more interested in actually than DPD, although DPD can be good. 4 times 3 for Sherwood. And then Chris, I think, agrees with that as well. Hey, Carol, to me, Sherwood's hitting won't be sustainable. He's a kid-sized NHLer. I sense a speedster, shoulder, etc. You can't have 10 hits a game for A2. I actually was talking to a coworker about this today. I think it's going to slow down for sure because he's not that big. He hits well, and he's got great technique, obviously. But, yeah, there's no way. Like the record, I think, that Jeremy Lazon set was 380 hits that Parker and I were talking about last night. So I don't think Sherwood's going to get like 500 hits, but he might get in the 4s for sure. But yeah, not 10 per game. He's not going to have 800 hits. That's for sure. Wow. 7 of Boston's games have been shutouts, 3 wins, 4 losses. Lankinen stole the game. Yeah, I mentioned that he was great, but I thought the defense played well too. Montour was on Florida Stanley Cup. Oh, of course. Montour is good. Was he on Calgary before too? Or I'm getting that mixed up. You're right. Montour is a good player. Is he on the block though? I didn't watch the game. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of the games, so I don't know if Baines was that noticeable, to be honest. Hronek, yes, Justin said this as well. Hronek has been a lot better last 2 games. The Bruins could miss the playoffs. The biggest challenge simply on a back-to-back is getting your legs. You get tired by that second or third period for sure. Quick take. I don't think I think he's going to play himself out of the market. That's my quick take. I think he's going to be looking for starter money, whether it's $2.5-3 million at least next year. I think he's going to play himself out of Vancouver, and that's not a bad thing. 4-2 clip it. Hockey pool, Simon. I'm winning my mom's work pool. I'm in the first 2 places. I'm winning my keeper pool, and I'm in 4th or 5th in my church pool. No, Florida's still near the top of their division. Yeah, a lot of bumps, finishing checks. Great point. Yeah, Buffalo is better than Boston. That's smart, Nation. Wait till after the playoffs. Pastor Dan loves the storyline, Toy Story line. I think it's great too. It just takes a little bit to explain, though. That's why I'm not sure if it's going to stick, but I do think it's very creative. Heinen has to be good. Hey, Carol, I talked about the game for the first 20 minutes. I'm not sure if you saw it. I thought overall it's kind of like some of the games that we won at the end of last year from a defensive standpoint. Pius Suter is a UFA after this season. I think he's also going to make $2 to $2.5 million in his next contract. Schedule has been easy. Yeah, no, we have played a lot of non-playoff teams. That's why the Canucks must rack up as many points as they can. I am looking forward to the Four Nations. Bedard hasn't really lit it up this year. I think you bring him on as the 13th forward, though, just for the experience of playing with those guys. I really do. I think they're looking, Harry, for D-man, but they're not going to jump, especially the Canucks are winning. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. Montador versus Montour. My bad. Yeah, Boston, there's some good chances they had for sure. How would you rate the Canucks win on the deservometer? 4 out of 10. So I think Boston deserved to win, especially by expected goals, but it wasn't like 9-1. Like the tank comes back for the Canucks. I'm getting a jersey. That's fair. Yeah, my guess, Shannon, though, if I was a betting person, I don't think he's coming back. If you had to be stuck in an elevator for 5 hours, who'd you rather be, Jannik Hansen or Landon Ferraro? Okay, interesting, Timmy, that you mentioned that, because I've talked about, I think when the Canucks were bad, I thought that Jannik Hansen was undeservedly, tough on the Canucks. I thought it was just, I've mentioned, you guys know, on a couple of times on the show that I thought that he was piling on a little bit too easily and that he was talking big for someone who I didn't know to talk a lot during his time with the Canucks. But that's not to say that Hansen wasn't a good player. He was. That's not to say that he's not a smart player. He is. He's pretty articulate and he knows his stuff. Maybe that's probably the Homer bias fan to me is I don't like it when people talk bad about the Canucks. And I thought that he was piling on too easily. Having said that, I got to give him his credit. He's still on Sportsnet. He's good. I do listen when he's on because he's thoughtful. He knows the game. He played it well. He played it honestly, and he knows his stuff. And he's still not quick to give out compliments, but he's better because the Canucks are better. So all that to be fair. Landon Ferraro, I don't mind. I think a lot of people slam him a little bit. I don't mind him at all. I don't mind him. I think he's pretty articulate and he knows his stuff. And you close your eyes, you hear a bit of Ray Ferraro in him. So to answer your question, I would pick Landon actually just because I don't know him as well. It'd be neat to hear his story. Great question. All right, friends, I would love to go more with you guys, but it is 11:40 and I can't be late for my church hour. So thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get to everything, but I try not to rush and I try to give justice to every question and comment that I face. But I do have to wrap up pretty quickly on Tuesday night. So moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame members, which includes Harry now, which is awesome, and franchise members. Thank you for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Thanks to my sponsor, primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Thanks to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today with their generosity. And we hit all 5. We had a gifted membership from Adam. We had a monthly membership message from Justin. We had Harry buying his own franchise membership. We had a donation from SkyTrain, Alfred. Then we had Harry upgrading his new franchise membership to Hall of Fame. We had a super sticker from Adam, and we had a donation from Jay. So thanks to all of you for being generous. You know how grateful I am for sure. Yes, it was a good show tonight. It was quick. But sometimes the quick ones, at least they don't drag. Not that my shows drag. I hope they don't drag. And I'm so grateful. There's almost 300 people watching tonight, over 100 on YouTube. And then there's close to 200 on X. I'll be back tomorrow night, 11 p.m. with another post-game show. It's Canucks Penguins. Canucks looking for the 3rd straight win. We'll see what kind of lineup changes they make. My prediction, Sasson and Shelovs draw in for Baines and Lankinen. I predict a 4-2 Canucks score with Pettersson being the first Canucks goal scorer. And then don't forget to check out my goal breakdown video. In fact, as soon as we were done, I would encourage you to go to my goal breakdown video. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat right now, and then you can check that out before you go. Let me just see if I can find it real quick, and then I'll put it in the chat. You guys can check that out. And don't forget to rate my bad joke as well. I'm not going to copyright myself here. Let's see if this works. Yes. So here's the link to my goal breakdown video that you can check that out as well. And a very late membership message from Chris. Thank you. Says good night all. Cheers. Trust that I would play the goal horn if I didn't have to leave. So Chris, that was just for you. Okay. Rate the joke out of 10. Sorry I'm so rushed getting out here, but I do need to get going. Check out my goal breakdown video. And thanks to everyone for being here. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. I just read a book actually entitled How to Survive Falling Down a Staircase. Yes, it's a step-by-step guide published last fall. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.